can't get free entertainment.
Hey everybody, welcome to Farmhouse Fabrics, and my name is Sally, and this is Regena. And this is who?
This is me, Regena.
Regena. And Regena comes to us from Come Sew With Me on what?
Facebook and YouTube.
YouTube. Mm-hmm. Come Sew With Me. Come Sew With Her.
Well, I guess one day I'll figure out how to do Instagram.
Yeah. So Regena is multi-talented, and she brought some cute things. She brought a dress that she made today, and then she brought some really cute little craft things that her friend makes. You know, let's start with those.
Yeah, these
because
are really cute.
They're so cute, and we want to give her friend a shout out for this because she sells these. But I don't think she doesn't have a website or anything.
No, she doesn't.
So
she
Regena
just sells
is her
them.
campaign manager.
Yeah, I'm going to help her out because she gave me this set that are so cute as a gift. She came over and we were doing craft stuff together, and she gave me these, and I just thought, these are so cute, and they make the perfect gift, a little gift. You know, if you need a little gift for somebody for Christmas that sews, they're little magnets, and they're cut out of wood. She has a
We'll go to the
laser
overhead
cutter.
in a minute with
so it's a little sewing machine.
Yeah, with Facebook and YouTube.
And a pin cushion. And a dress form.
They're
just
sweet.
the cutest things. So.
And tell me your friend's name.
Her name is Billy Sprawls.
Okay.
And she's the queen bee. I'm not exactly sure.
Is that the name of her business?
No.
Oh.
I can't even tell you that. It's something she used to do. She was a beekeeper. And so
she was?
everything to do with bees. And when I first met her, she had a tank or whatever you want to call it down in her basement, and she had a pipe that went outside, and the bees came in through that and went down in there and made honey all in that thing. I mean, it was amazing, and she did that for years. And so everything has a bee on it. She's the queen.
Yeah.
You know, she's the bee, busy, and we were the busy bees. Our sewing group was called the Busy Bees. And so she's a busy bee, always making something, and this is what she did. And I just think they're cute.
They're really cute.
And you know, when I go to quilt stores and places
and
like that, sewing shops, I try to look for something different that they have, because they usually have things from people that's made that you can buy for gifts. And so I always try to find something, because you always need a gift at some time. And so they're really cute.
The back has magnets.
Mm-hmm.
The ladies are joining us, and Carrie Walcott says, "Good morning from San Diego. Happy Mother's Day weekend."
Happy Mother's Day.
Yes,
right.
Happy Mother's Day.
Somebody said, "Hey, when is Mother's Day?" No, it was your mother. Michelle's mother said, "Well, when is Mother's Day?" And she said, "Mama, it's Sunday." So, yeah.
So if you need a little gift or something, then just contact me. Come sew with me, or
and then
send me a message, and I'll get in touch with you.
Get your folks together.
I'll send you over to her, and then she can work this.
They're as cute as they can be.
Set
So
out
here
for
we go.
you. Yeah.
Good.
And add your Farmhouse Fabric gift card for your Mother's Day gift.
Well, I was just going to say that because we do have, we've had several people order a gift card for their moms. And so all you moms, you can tell your kids, order a gift card from Farmhouse Fabrics.
That's right. For all those that think late, that don't think about, oh my gosh, Sunday's Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Call Farmhouse.
That's right. And it will instantly go to whatever email that you put on there. So if you want to give her something yourself, or you can order it and put your email, and it'll go to you. But if you're very last minute, even on Sunday, you can put her email, and it goes directly to her. And we do have a Mother's Day. Don't we have a Mother's Day little thing that they can
the PDF.
A PDF thing? I think we have a Mother's Day. I know we have a Christmas.
There's
but
a floral, I know.
there's a floral, so that you can select that. That's no charge, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me your friend's name again.
Billy Sprawls.
Billy Sprawls, the queen bee.
So
Billy
you can
Sprawls.
message me if you're interested in them or whatever. You know,
Yeah, they're so
I'll get it worked
sweet.
out. But they're really cute.
They're wooden, but this is pretty. Is that like vinyl in here?
Yes.
I love that.
She uses all kinds of things. That's craft paper, scrapbooking paper that she cuts to put inside
Right.
the things, and then vinyl on it.
I love
Paints it. She does hand painting. She does all kind of crafts.
That's neat.
She totally amazes me. She does wood turning, and she does this laser cutting, and she does weaving. She teaches weaving at places, like she's in North Carolina, I think, right now, teaching weaving.
Wow.
So she's very talented.
Well, hopefully she gets a lot of response from this, because this is cute.
Yeah, I just think they're really sweet.
All right.
Yeah. So we got lots of stuff for you today.
Well, Regina, you should bring your dress out, because the last time you were here, last time Regina was here, she's like,
I made them guess. I asked you to guess how I was going to use the two fabrics together. So I hope that somebody's watching that guessed and see if it if they got it right.
turned out really cute. And this pattern is
Leilani by Vintage Little Lady.
And I would say it's a really, really twirly skirt. Super,
It's,
super twirly
very.
skirt.
Very, and this is the pattern, the PDF pattern,
So,
and it is a full
man,
twirly.
no kidding. Wow. So one thing that you're going to want to know is that this very top band is actually a full circle.
It is.
And so, you know, that was...
Yeah, that was a little confusing. Okay. I know Michelle said that some people do PDFs better than others, but this one took me a while to figure it out.
So that's why I thought, well, let's just say that at the
Yeah,
very
that's
get-go,
right.
because then if you're making it, you're like, oh, that's right, they said this a full circle.
Yeah,
But-
Catherine says, is it the same skirt as their Liberty dress?
probably.
Oh, is it? Is that one made that way?
Liberty's is kind of full too.
Yeah. So then
I made Liberty.
the next ruffle is straight. It's not a circle, but it is slightly gathered to here.
Yeah, and how I got that seam in the front, I have no idea. But anyway,
It doesn't matter.
when the folds go over, you don't
Oh,
see it.
you don't see it. This is the
You
first
won't
time
see
I
it
even
any.
noticed it. But then Regina felt like it was a little short, so
Well, it was short for my 4-year-old, and it may not if you choose the right length of the skirt.
Yeah.
I don't think that I chose the right length. I don't know.
So
I was
you
totally
added-
confused about it, so I'll just tell you that up front. I had to put a little extra piece on the bottom. But I
it's
showed her a
cute
photo
that
of it, my
way.
little
I
one,
do
and
love it.
she's
I
gonna love it.
And then guess what? In the back, that little inset piece with the elastic is the same as the bow, which I think
Yeah,
is
you can
adorable.
just add a little bit of color to the back of it,
Yeah,
you know,
I
a little
love
different.
that. I love that.
I thought,
Man.
let's make this different. and-
But this, my goodness. Yeah. Look at how full that is.
It's full.
Don't even need a petticoat under
No.
that.
Mm-mm.
Catherine says it's beautiful. She loves it.
Thank you, Catherine.
Judy said adorable. Super cute summer dress.
I love it too.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it on my little one, because I think it'll look really cute on her, and she'll love it for the summer. I went up to stay with them this past week on Sunday. I stayed Sunday to Wednesday.
Oh, you did?
Actually, Tuesday night I came home. But she every morning, 2 mornings, she got up and put on Mimi dresses to go to school.
Oh, I love that.
She dresses herself and picks out her dress, and so she got ready, and she just comes out. She doesn't really say, she's real shy, and so she didn't say anything, but she just walked around looking at me, and I was like, I see what you have
You
on.
recognize this?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's so cute. Man.
Yeah, so
Well, when Regina was saying what would you guess is going to be the dress and what's going to be the bow, I would have done it the opposite way, but I absolutely love it this way.
I love it this way too, and I wanted to use a batik, and this is batik, and it's because it has it's not texture, but it's color. You know, the variation
It
of color,
does.
it makes it look like textured. So it doesn't. It's not just a solid fabric.
That's pretty that way.
So it comes out nice.
I'm going to go to the overhead so you can see this cute bow, and you can talk about...
Jill's got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you use your serger together?
No, I didn't. But if I knew how, I would have.
You don't know how to do
Yeah.
that, Regina.
I can lower the
Right.
differential, I think, and make it do it. But when I'm sitting there in a hurry, I'm not thinking about that. But it was a lot of gathering, trust me.
Yeah.
It,
And then this pretty little
Yeah.
with the contrast back here. So the bow, can you tell us about the bow?
yeah, it's just two bows. You just make 2 rectangles, and then you pinch them together and put the little piece in the center around it. And
So is this
Stitch it
sewn?
on.
This is not sewn into the seam, is it?
mm-mm,
Okay.
nope, it's
You know,
just hand
I
stitched
have
on.
seen with a
Or you
loop
could do that
sewn,
loop in
and
it.
then you pull
Mhm.
that right through the.
Yeah, and that would have worked too.
That's cute, Regina.
But I like the double bow. It
I
looks
do
really
too.
sweet.
And it might have given you a little bit of a time, but man, it was worth it because
Yeah.
it's adorable.
Yeah, when I got fit, because I kept thinking through the whole thing, it's like, okay, this dress is not going to make it to the show table. this one might make it to the under table, but when I got all finished and put it on the mannequin, I was like, oh, I really like that.
I do too. I love it.
They want to know the piece in the back that's elastic, not smocking.
No, it's elastic. It's 3 pieces of elastic.
You couldn't have smocked it? Now come on.
Oh, yeah, right on top of the ruffles, I'm sure.
So full circle this top part and gathered
Yeah.
to the bodice. Wow. That's a lot of fullness.
It was. Keep gathering, keep gathering, keep gathering.
Good thing it turned out cute, huh?
It certainly was.
No kidding.
Yeah, if I had finished that and I didn't like it, I would have been really upset.
That's right. That's right.
But I'll have to practice on my serger, and then when I get really good at that, I won't even have to worry anymore. I might be just whipping those things right out, you know.
So where is that picture of Charlie?
I just have it.
And I just had it in front of me. Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
So Regena has made my granddaughters lots and lots of clothes. And one time she made linen dresses for every single one of them.
Yep.
That
I
was,
loved it, because see, you know I love linen. So
I
that's
know.
like-
And then we pulled out this picture. I think, Emma, you had this in a newsletter not just recently, right? Was it you or Christy? Was it Christy? I don't
think it
know.
must have been Christy.
I feel like it was in a newsletter. So Charlie is now 14. I'm right?
She's about 7 there, probably.
Yeah.
It's been a
And
long
she's
time.
like tall like her mama. Her mama's Kristen. And she is the sweetest girl
Absolutely
ever,
is.
isn't she?
And I told Sally she's been that way from the first time I ever met her. I mean, just absolutely precious.
So here's a beautiful linen dress that Regena made, and it's kind of a really pretty, I don't know, celery green linen, something like that. And so she put pink grosgrain ties on the shoulder. I'm pretty sure it's Kimberly, the pattern Kimberly by Bonnie Blue.
Hmm.
But show them the ribbon that you use, because Regena
This
is
ribbon
a trim
is
person.
beautiful. I absolutely love trims, and I love this trim. Look at this. When she got this I was just like, oh my goodness, I have to put that on linen. So we did.
So this ribbon is a jacquard ribbon, and jacquard, that just means that the design is woven in. It's not printed on, it's woven
No,
in.
as you can see on
Yeah.
the back, it's woven.
Yeah.
It's really, really pretty.
And the colors are kind of icy, you know,
Yeah,
they're just really
they
pretty.
are. They
Well,
just,
we don't have that
look
green
yummy.
linen anymore, but we do have some other pretty fabrics.
oh, I
and
pulled some really pretty fabrics
I
for you
know,
here.
I know, they're so sweet. And
This
anyway,
is a piqué.
this is
We'll
from
start with this
Renaissance
pink.
Ribbons. Yeah, the pink piqué. This is like a
This pink piqué is
bullseye
gorgeous.
piqué or something like that. It's pretty. All right, I'm gonna go. What did I do with my? Here we are. Pointer.
Poker. She'll poke me.
Overhead, please.
Yes, I'm going to the overhead. So overhead works with YouTube and Facebook. I'm sorry, with the camera we're using our phone with Instagram. We can't go to the overhead, but we'll try and show you as best as we can.
Hmm.
So here we go to the overhead, and there is,
This wonderful, wonderful
This is-
piqué and this ribbon.
yeah, this is a pretty piqué.
And then, of course, I like to layer things, and I like to layer trim. So I went and pulled this one out, and when you see this, it is so pretty. This could be either flat on it, or else it could be gathered. It could be pleated. Well, I can kind of show you a little bit of pleating here.
Go back it up just a tiny bit so they can
Yeah.
see.
I'll get it on there and get it like that. If you don't want it ruffled, you can pleat it.
Might have to bring
Move
it
it down.
a little bit this way.
You can put it on both sides. That's what I really like. I like it if you gathered this and then you put this on both sides.
So
Like
here's
this.
the cool thing about this eyelet. Many of you have found this recently
How
because
beautiful
we
this
just
is.
put this on. We got a great deal on this eyelet edging, and it's a poly cotton, and it's only $1 a yard. It's flat.
And it's made
not
really
pre-gathered.
nice,
It
yeah.
is. It's pretty. It's not real fringy, you know.
And look at that, down the front of a Lillian,
Yeah,
or, you know,
that's,
it would
that
be
looks
gorgeous on this.
Gorgeous. So
and you could
then,
also use it on this pink linen.
Right.
Now, oh my goodness, this pink linen is to die for here.
that one I think
Whew.
is Belfast linen. Belfast linen. So
Yep.
if you feel like spending money, you can use a you can use a Swiss edging instead of this $1 a yard edging. So show them how pretty.
Well, this is more like your Sunday church dress if you want to go with this style.
Yeah.
If you want to go with this style, it can be your Sunday church dress or your, you know, a wedding. If you're going to a wedding or something and you want it a little nicer, then you go with this. And I'm telling you,
This is beautiful.
is gorgeous. If you put this ribbon right next to this one,
Move this over a little bit so you can slide that one over.
okay.
You just have to trim your
Yeah, you just trim
eyelet
this
a little
down.
bit so that
Mhm.
you end up with just the edge showing. Oh, man.
And it is absolutely
That's
beautiful.
Pretty. That's pretty.
And you could also do, I mean, you can do any dress. You could put this across the bodice, down the bodice for a little trim. I mean, you know, you can do it anyway. You can make a lily and put it all the way from top to bottom.
So on this, you have a
I have an insertion type
well
edging.
that actually has a pink ribbon running through that.
Mhm.
I don't know if we have that one anymore, but that's really sweet.
Yeah,
And
so
then also you have it on the pocket.
you could trim
Well,
the
you
top
don't have
of
the ribbon
pockets.
on the pocket, but you have an eyelet on the pocket.
So you can do it either way. And she has two different types of this edging here. And I mean, they're both beautiful. What did I do with the other one?
It's right there.
Oh,
One is
it
just
blends
simple
right in with the
scallops.
fabric.
Hey, and you know what? You could do a simple scallop on a piece, a
Yeah.
straight piece of fabric. You can do that on your
You can
sewing
do that on
machine.
your sewing machine and you know, have the same effect as
You
that.
you can select any color you want to do your simple scallop, and you can cut a piece of broadcloth or
Right.
you know, batiste or something like that, and
You could even use, I think the green would be, if you did this in a green,
green.
it would be
very
really, really pretty.
That would be pretty.
There's lots of ways to
do
do
you
it.
trim it after you?
You would trim it, right?
Yeah.
But how do you? But you talk about that because
You mean
you've
talk
done
about
it.
putting this on here like
no,
that?
talk about how you do scallops because you've done scallops with collars.
Right, yeah.
You do it with a stabilizer underneath, right?
Yeah, you can use a wash away or a tear away. I like to use wash away because it's not, you don't have to go back and pick out some little
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
So if you use wash away on here, and then once you've done the scalped edge, you wash it away, and you don't have anything left because you can trim it. You know, if you need to trim it, you can trim some of that fuzzy, and then when you wash it, you have just the scallop left. So it comes out really pretty.
But aren't there designs on your embroidery machine that will do just like a long scallop and then you center
then
it
you
or
move
something
it
like
over.
that, move it over?
Or you can do in the, you know, if you have, like Joy Welch has some of the edgings on her applique
Right.
for kids.
Right.
If you go and get those, then she'll tell you exactly how to do it, and trust me, they come out right every single time. If you do it exactly what she says, and they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We did it, she has one, I know she has one that we did on the bottom of a week here gown.
Oh,
And
that'd be pretty.
it was just beautiful. It was a little blue. We did it in blue because it had a little duck on there. It was really sweet. But yeah, you can do those and sew it out in the hoop.
But today you want pink and green because we're working on this ribbon.
That's right. And pink and green. Today is
And
the pink and
it's
green. And these are
really
my favorite
pretty.
colors. So
Man, they
I mean,
really
honestly,
do look good.
I
We laid them across the
absolutely-
table. We're like, this is pretty.
it's like I just wanted to make something out of all of them because they're so pretty. And
I know.
each time I pulled another fabric, I was like, okay, I'll do it out of that one. It's like, nope, this one.
This is an awesome buy. The $1 a yard because you can use it on nightgowns. You could use it, and it's polycotton. It's not going to wrinkle, and
You can do it around baby blankets when you don't want to spend
Yes.
expensive.
That's right.
You know, a lot of money
That's
on a
right.
baby blanket. Gather it up at $1 a yard. I mean, it's
We've been selling it by, I mean, people are buying 10 and 20 yards of it, and we do have a lot of it right now. It's probably
definitely
an
a good-
old, it's old stock from a manufacturer, and so I've unwound the outer layer because it got dusty, But so if you happen to see a little bit of smudgy on it, you can wash it, and it doesn't look it doesn't get all wadded up.
Yeah.
Lisa Ann is asking what pattern was that.
Which pattern was this?
I'm
This?
not sure if she's talking about that one or the first one from.
Oh,
This
the
one, the Leilani.
Was that Vintage Little Lady?
Yeah.
that's Vintage Little Lady.
Mm-hmm.
The only two we've shown so far: Vintage
Yeah.
Little Lady Leilani, and then Bonnie Blue Kimberly.
Kimberly.
Kimberly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll just move over here. I'll just show you a few more of these fabrics that you can put with
Listen,
this.
I love this one.
This one is so pretty and different. I just walked down the aisle and found this one, and it was like,
Today I love all
oh,
these fabrics.
these have to go. This has to go be shown because this is so pretty,
So this is a linen plaid, but it's real subtle.
and it has the colors, the way the flowers change on this
Yeah,
ribbon.
Right. They're
It
in
looks
they're
really
in here
pretty.
because they're
Uh-huh.
soft and then a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
You can put those. I mean, you can put it with any of these trims.
Yeah.
This one. Then I went to green. It's like, let's show some green, you know. So here you go on the green.
So this green is celery from Fabric Finders. Celery
I'm
green.
not sure if the other people, if we're showing both or one.
What do you mean?
We're still on the overhead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're still overhead, so you can see, and then
This one is like the chambray,
it's Sunwash Chambray from Speckler Vogel, I think.
and it is beautiful. The color
And
green in
what
this.
do they call this one? Winter green, maybe. Oh, spruce. Believe it or not, they call it
Spruce.
spruce, but it's a really soft green. Can you see it on here?
It's really, really pretty. And then you could go with the check. I mean, this is a different. This is
That
one was
is-
celery and one
this
is
celery
sage.
and that's sage, but they're similar.
They're really close, and so
This one's a
it goes
little
with
bit
either one.
deeper.
Yeah, if you like a little bit darker.
Yep.
So there's lots to do with this ribbon and these colors. You know, sometimes it's really hard to find colors to match a ribbon.
Right.
You know, because sometimes, and like this one does, I'll tell you, it has these muted greens that are beautiful.
So
And
let's.
it's not just like your regular green. But it's really, really pretty.
You did a whole bodice out of ribbon, and you did that faggoting stitch in
Right.
between.
Mm-hmm. The bridging.
The bridging,
Bridging,
yeah.
yeah.
So it was purple. I remember it was purple, but you could have
Oh, you can
rows
use any,
of this,
yeah.
and you could do maybe three or
Yeah.
something going across,
and
and
do
then
the
going
stitch
up and
in
down,
between
and do
each
that
one.
stitch in between.
Yeah.
So what is that stitch, and do you do it on your regular sewing machine?
It's the bridging stitch, and it's on the regular sewing machine. We call it faggoting, or
That's
you
the
know,
that's
they
the
kinda,
old term.
Yeah, they kind of took that term out, and so they say call
it's
it
been
bridging,
misused in this day and age.
and it makes it really beautiful. And you can put it down. You can put your ribbon down. You can set your width of your needle to go in one side and then over to the other side each time it goes. And if you want to, you can mark a piece of fabric that exact width, and then you just use your glue stick, glue your ribbon down, and sew in between, and then you can pull that paper off. I mean, it's real easy to do with a tissue paper, not regular paper, but like a tissue.
So, do you use? I remember that Connie did one time with 30 weight sulky. So, do you remember what size thread it was? A little bit heavier thread, right? That you used.
Yeah, it. Tell you the truth, I don't know.
Well, we got Adam Wall says, Miss Sally! Exclamation! Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
He's excited.
You're looking really handsome today.
I'm not sure what.
So, how are your kids?
Thread.
That's what I want to know. I miss seeing them.
Yes,
How
I'm
come
not
he's
sure
not
what.
answering me. How come I can't see him?
Might give him a few minutes.
Yep. Okay.
I'll tell you.
Yeah. Awesome. I showed
We
it.
don't get too many men on here, so.
No,
that's
we
different.
have Fred. That
Doug, if
Fred-
you're watching, say hi. Fred,
Oh,
if you're
yeah,
watching,
show us-
wave. You
yeah,
know,
that's right.
I got a couple of guys that's.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard Fred yet. I
They
haven't
might be lurking and
Denise.
just not commenting.
Yeah, that's right. They might be afraid to.
Come on, guys,
Yeah.
show up.
Yeah, that's right.
Fred hasn't made his debut yet.
No,
Kids are amazing. We have an addition on the way.
Oh my goodness! Wow. So my husband, at age, hey, how old was he, Adam? 71 when you guys went skydiving. That was not that many years ago. And yeah, he jumped out of a plane with Adam.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Crazy guy.
And that was a really fun day. I think Joe always wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Sally Reifenberg says, Doug says hi.
I
Oh,
knew
there
it.
we
I knew
go.
Doug was watching. He
She
watches
forgot
on Friday.
She forgot to say hello
He said
to him.
1.5 years ago, Adam says.
Oh, 1.5 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, Sally, I knew. I forgot to say hi to Doug last time I was here, so
Man.
we're glad you're watching.
So my husband's been retired for neither of us can remember how many years now. Anyway, he's so busy. And he loves to fix things. And so I put on my Facebook, if anybody follows me on there, they saw that he was working with two of his buddies. They're all three retired. The other two are retired school administrators. And they have the best time together. But Joe
My comment
just,
was that he did all the work because he was the dirtiest.
Can you see? I know that was funny. That's what I thought. The other two guys in the picture I posted,
They were the bosses.
and they had white shirts on.
Yeah, they were bosses.
But this is Joe. You know, he gets his hands greasy and then he does this, and then on his pants does this, and so I'll say, we gotta wash those clothes. He said, they've been washed.
Andrew's a big fan of the toddler wipe.
Oh, is that what we call it? The toddler wipe? That's a good idea. Man, you never
I
get
can
that
see him
stuff out.
sometimes put his hands up and I'm like, don't do it.
Oh, don't.
Yeah, I figured there were two bosses and one worker because
And-
Joe was the dirty one.
he gets really dirty.
Well, Carol Brown likes your shirt, Regina.
Oh, thank you. It's actually a dress.
You look like, hey, and she's.
Okay, on to the next subject.
I was going to say something else.
She's got really cute underwear on today.
Thanks, Sally. And now you're all going to wonder how she knows that.
If she falls, her dress won't. Her
It's
dress
not
goes
gonna
up.
bother me.
Yeah, because she's got her petty pants on.
That's right.
They go down to her knee. And so that girl's covered, just like you do with your little girls out on the playground.
That's right.
They covered.
I always cover those little girls.
Yeah. She's covered today.
Yeah, after the last big fall in a dress, I figured, oh, got to do something.
Yeah. So you can find those at Hammocks. Can you
That's
believe it? I
right.
mean, I thought those were a thing of the past.
I did too, and I was looking for a slip, which I thought was a thing of a past,
Yeah.
but they have those as well. But I thought, ooh, I'm not wearing that. I'll just wear it because that didn't solve anything. So I'll just wear it.
It's a great store for old ladies like us to shop
That's
in.
right, it is.
It's like, where are those old lady clothes? Well, you're in the store. That's where they
You're
are.
at the right place.
That's right. Yeah, you can find a lot of cute stuff there. So I'm just going to go right down this pile because Michelle has been going through the laces, and it's going to take us probably 20 years to get this done because our laces, we have so
In
many.
between kits, I have to
Yeah, she's doing all the kits for us and all the digital designs and all that. But she just showed me a page of a lace set, and it's in champagne also, right?
Yes, I will have that on shortly.
Yeah.
But-
So
These are
this-
gorgeous.
So it's all
Oh my
together
goodness.
under one product with the drop-down menu,
Right.
so you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to go and try and find your coordinates. This set, I remember when it came out, Jeannie Baumeister was here teaching a class when we got our first shipment, and because she loves laces too, for old-fashioned baby. But isn't it funny that was a long, long time ago? And these, I bought these from Capital Imports. They're so beautiful. I'm going to go to the
They are
overhead and show you
beautiful,
the
I'm
set
telling you.
because they have. They look like you've sewn a whole bunch of insertions together. So you've got a fancy band without all the work. Let's see. We got to get closer. Do it this way.
Yeah, these would be really fun to work with.
So here's just a really simple one. And then this is an edging, but it's got that little snowflake one with a little crisscrossy design. And then this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like 5
Yeah.
insertions. And this looks like 3, and this looks like an insertion and an edging. 2 insertions and 1 edging. And then we're going to double check and make sure. What's the matter? We're hot? We're having hot flashes
Got a
over
hot
here.
flash.
Hot flash. We're good.
Our camera people are
like
hot.
camera. And that
Hot
means
people
good looking,
back
right?
in
Yeah.
Hot, good looking.
Hot and good looking.
So this wide edging, we have to double check and make sure that's still available from Capital. But this is beautiful, and so you've got all your coordinates all in one.
They are just gorgeous too, and you could
Without all
add
the
these
work.
together. And
That's
oh,
right.
the fancy band would be so pretty, and they would think you had done lots and lots of sewing.
I know. Yeah, they're nice.
They are gorgeous. Oh,
You know, we were able to buy from a husband whose wife passed away, and she used to own a store, and they live in Utah, and he contacted me, and he was the nicest, sweetest guy, and he said his wife told him, if anything ever happens to me, do not just take that and dump it somewhere. You know, is all
I think that's
her,
what we all say.
yeah, all her beautiful laces. And so
Oh.
we've been putting them on because many of you have been buying them. Her wonderful French laces. Some are antique, some are just, you know, that you haven't seen in a while. And we're figuring out what the retail price would be, and we're selling them at 50% discount. But we're selling them by the piece as they come off the bolt. Emma's been taking pictures and putting them on, and they've been selling really
Oh, that's
quickly.
good,
But
yeah.
it gives you a good price because everybody knows French laces have gone way up, just like everything else in our life.
That's
right?
for sure.
I
There's
mean,
some really pretty and unique laces.
I know. And we didn't want to put them on individually because we don't have all the coordinates. And so then it takes all that time to put that on, and then you're like, what could that go with? And so now, you know, once it's gone, it's gone. It's
yeah.
gone. But many of them came from M.E. Feld Company, and if you've been in this for a long time, you're familiar with, they were in New York, and they ordered their things from France and Switzerland. Beautiful, beautiful laces. So
But
anyway,
these are absolutely gorgeous.
yeah.
Mm.
Sorry to say these are regular price,
Yeah.
but you're still gonna want some, and but even there will be some Moline laces too, and then there were some silk laces, weren't there, Emma? They're really neat. So,
yeah.
That's we've
Have to
been
go look those up.
doing estate sale things, yeah, laces, patterns, magazines on our website. The magazines sell just about as fast as Christy puts them on. And so that's been fun. It's fun for us to go through them and say, this is pretty. Look at
Yeah.
this. This is from 1980, but look how
Yeah,
gorgeous
but
that is.
you can
Mhm.
rework it and make it a 2024.
Almost every one of the magazines has at least one nice, good smocking plate. And you know, smocking plates now
Oh,
are
yeah.
like $5 and $6. So, so there are lots of other things in those magazines. So be watching new items on our website, and you'll see all that stuff coming on.
Well, Sally, you made a dress, so why don't you talk about it?
Can you believe I made a dress?
Sally made a dress. She's almost made it.
It's almost finished. I have granddaughters that are getting grown, and they love this style. And when I saw this simplicity pattern, I mean, I paid regular price for this, but I just ordered this pattern to be able to sell it in our shop. So now that I'm able to do that, I thought, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out. And I cut it out yesterday, and really thinking that Lila, who is 8th grade, she especially loves this style and these big puffy sleeves. And to me, I was a little afraid that the neck would be too wide. I'll show you on the overhead on here. It looked a little bit like it was going to be way, way wide and come way over here. But you know what? It really is not like that. It's
It really
so
isn't.
cute. It's so cute. So,
And these are this is like a lot of the dresses in the shops today.
yeah.
If you go out
is.
looking.
So it does have a big loose sleeve, but it cuts in here at the
You can see
at the-
here it doesn't
yeah.
measure very wide.
right. And so I haven't hand stitched the lining to the at the waistline yet, but it does have a zipper. This is the style one that I liked had there are two styles on this. One back, it's cut all the way to the waist and has a tie that comes across about the bra line and ties like a kind of a wide tie. But it has elastic at the waist, and sometimes they're kind of droopy down there when it's just like one piece, and I see it.
And especially if you can't measure the child to see how wide that piece is.
So I like this because this actually has a bodice back, and then it's got this little tie thing that attaches at the back of the sleeve, of like halfway down, well, maybe a little more than halfway down from the shoulder to the top of the yoke. And just comes across in ties, but this still will cover their bra, which they're uncomfortable with showing. And I think it's just adorable.
And it keeps it from falling off their shoulders.
Yeah, that's right, because then it keeps wanting to do this. Otherwise,
a lot of them want to pull it off their shoulders, but it's
Andrea Birkin says she loves the fabric and the dress is gorgeous.
Thank you. I
the
love
fabric
this
is beautiful.
fabric. And Lila likes really bright colors. She's my little blonde. She likes very bright colors. I can see this for
an afternoon tea party dress.
Listen,
you know, it's like it'd be really fun.
If this sews together really fast, I need to start. I make them for some of the other. I'm like, I can't make one for everybody. Yeah, but I have wanted to use this fabric on this dress. So anyway, the girls are getting bigger, so we can use these wild prints like this.
Paula asked what the fabric it is.
This fabric is a sateen. And look at here, it came from a clothing designer, but this designer made pajamas out of it. How about
we
that?
We have several fabrics from that manufacturer.
Yes, and they're nice.
Really pretty.
So this is sateen-C-1523, deep pink. And so we have quite a bit of it.
Sally Reifenberg asked, does it have bust darts?
Nope. Nope. So hopefully we're dealing with little flat-chested girls. I don't think it comes all the way to the waist, so I think it's going to be a little bit loose here, but without being too loose here.
Right.
But let me show you the sleeve pattern. How about that sleeve pattern, right?
I said I would really like it for myself because it would hide different body parts, but then when I saw how big the sleeve was, it was like it would take up the whole table.
When I cut out the rest of the dress yesterday afternoon, and I thought, okay, where's the sleeve? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Wait till you see this. Dun, dun, dun.
And see, so when this is
That's what size?
14. My girl's 14.
This is what, 7/8 of a yard long, or a yard long?
Well,
no, I mean the width of it.
the width.
Across.
Well, yeah, because it doesn't fit. I can't fit two across a 60-inch fabric. I had to do a double length. But I used I kind of refolded and I used what was down the side to cut yokes and the ties. So got to kind of think through that. But this is probably the biggest sleeve I've ever cut.
So I'm thinking for myself it would be really big.
You could make
probably
a whole
why
top
it doesn't
out
come
of
in
it.
my size.
I bet it does though.
It probably does.
This is just a girl's size. But anyway, it's cute. Simplicity, and I think it's kind of a newish pattern. But I've been looking for one that wasn't a PDF because I don't feel like drawing them all.
Oh my
out.
goodness.
And
to tape that together?
I know, I mean, we have lots of PDF friends, but man, oh man.
Every once in a while it just comes to something you just can't do it. It's like you just got to have a
But
pattern.
if you want to use a PDF pattern, then you need to use the plotted pattern.
That's exactly right.
And get it printed because they're very reasonably priced.
Very.
You just download it from like Little Lizard King, Vintage Little Lady. You download it, and then you send your
pattern to. Well, you log into the plotted pattern, and then it will just follow the directions and the steps, and it'll tell you when to add your pattern, and then you just go click on your pattern
and they do it all the time.
Yeah.
So they're very comfortable with it. They're very familiar with it.
And you can call them, and they'll tell you exactly how to do it.
I found out if you're wanting to just print like the tutorial or the pattern, and it's all in one PDF, you can put in your description of
in your notes, they have a little message thing.
Yeah, the little notes
and you
thing.
put it in there what you want printed, and they'll
What
do it.
pages.
Mhm.
So they don't have to print the whole thing.
Right.
That's nice. So we use them also to print when we order Gail Doan's classes. So GailDoan.com has the most amazing classes that you can download and use. But she also has I'm going to call it a book.
Yeah, it's a
because
book. It's not just a...
very, very well done, right?
Yes,
Her instructions.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Smocking 101.
It's worth every penny.
I can't remember all the names.
Classic
The yoke dress,
construction or something like that.
A coat. I mean, so many, and the boys.
Smocking 101.
Yeah.
Construction 101.
Yeah.
And so we get our books, all of the instruction manual printed at the plotted pattern, very, very reasonably priced in color, and they're spiral bound.
Mm-hmm.
Have a
plastic sheet
cover. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you've never ordered a class from Gail Doan and you're interested in learning anything, highly recommend.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
It says I have an Epson tank printer because the ink is so cheap. But in theory, I also have a projector to hang, and I just put me too because it's just been sitting in a box waiting for my husband to
Right.
put up. Maybe one day I can just use a projector.
Listen, I've never been.
I have mine up, but I have not.
That
It
does
just
not
doesn't
appeal
work for
to
me.
me.
It just doesn't. It didn't.
I just want to try it and see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
But
people
I think
do
if
love
it
it.
goes down and like you could just do it with a pen, couldn't you? Outline it and then I can turn it however I want to cut it.
I don't know. To me,
I've watched
I'm
them and I tried my own, but it just didn't. Didn't work the way they.
I'm always like
promote it to work.
refiddling things around and
Yeah.
then cutting it wider here and more narrow here and doing all this, and I'm like, I don't know.
I want a pattern piece.
But maybe I'm just so old school that I can't think beyond my old age.
I don't think quite out of the box all the time on that one because I got the projector, but it's like I just didn't like the way
We have to
it
get
did
the
it.
latest thing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Don't you think?
Gotta have it hanging up there.
Yeah, because we can say I have the latest sewing machine. I have the latest projector.
Yeah, right.
I have the latest thing.
What's the simplicity pattern number?
It is 9964.
And we will have them.
And we will have these in the shop probably in a week. But meanwhile, if Hobby Lobby has them for $1, just rush right down there and get one
Yeah.
because that's what I would do. That's what I'm telling you.
I don't think they do that anymore.
Oh, they don't? But it's like, man,
Well, that's a bummer.
yeah. Anyway, this is a cute pattern. It's interesting because the skirt is not just a straight up and down. It is shaped a little bit.
Patty Gould said, "Don't let the old lady in, Sally."
The old lady is in.
It's like don't let her out because
Don't be sitting around in your slips complaining about projectors.
my
Well,
pajamas.
these young girls, the stuff they do, that's so crazy.
But they do it. So
Yeah.
did we show this on this here?
Overhead.
Yeah, we might better go there and show it.
Okay.
There you
Here
go.
we go. There it is.
It's
cute.
really cute, and I think she's gonna love it. It's so cute on this little girl.
It is cute. And so,
No, she's not. We're spring chickens.
I know. I made a comment this past weekend to my daughter-in-law about not having enough time left in my life to do something, and she's like, "Well, my goodness, you're not that old. You're not gonna die soon. Just stop." I said, "Well, if other people's been doing this their entire life so far, I don't have that many years left. I'm not going past 100.
I think like that too sometimes.
It's like,
and especially
yeah.
like, my goodness, we're already at the end of the week. How in the world did that happen?
yeah, we're at the end. We're well into the winter season, so the winter phase of our life.
This is another fabric that I think would be cute in this
Oh, I love that
pattern.
one. Yes, that fabric.
But
Oh,
we have our gal Dulce
and that's a
sews for her daughter.
precious little child. Oh my goodness.
Man. So this
I love this
is-
child that I don't even
By
know
the
her.
way, she's watching and she said she always loves your trim ideas.
Oh,
No, thank
neat.
you. I just love your child.
Yeah, we love her child too. And can we say what we're doing? Can we say what her little girl is going to be in our? Can we say her little girl's going to be in our next ad?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
So excited.
I am too.
So
She is so
in
precious.
the fall, issue of Classic Sewing, this precious little girl is
Oh.
going to be in that ad.
Every time I see her on Facebook, I just melt.
I know.
It's like,
so we're
I can't
going to
take
go
it.
overhead so you can get a really good look. And man, her
I told her I
clothes
wasn't
that she
stalking her
makes-
child. I just loved her child. I don't even know her.
Look at how adorable she is.
She's so photogenic, and she
Yeah.
is just precious.
So this pattern is Alicia by Vintage Little Lady. So we're all about Vintage Little Lady
Yeah.
today. But I really, and I ordered this pattern. I haven't put it together yet, but had it printed by the plotted pattern. So I don't have to do all that taping and stuff.
Mhm.
Isn't that the one that, or did you put that one together for me?
I put one. I don't remember
Yeah.
which one. 'Cause it wasn't
Michelle was
a
like,
lot of pieces.
I
and
can do
could
that
just
one for
cut
you.
the skirt.
But it's so cute because it has a V-neck right here, but then the straps go toward the back.
Mhm.
It's just a neat little dress. And then doesn't that look super full?
Oh yeah.
I think that looks
It's very full.
really, really full. And we have it in this beautiful floral. Which I love this floral. This is a lightweight floral. So pretty.
It's
Look at
gorgeous in this
Yeah.
dress.
So, and it's, oh man, it feels
Mm.
awesome. So anyway, this is a kit available.
And I think that other dress, that Simplicity dress, would be gorgeous in this.
Don't you think so?
Yes.
I do too.
I do.
Diane Brett said she loves the fabric. Made a dress for her 8-year-old granddaughter.
Oh, out of this
and
fabric.
It feels amazing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it does. It's really smooth. It feels so good. Yeah. So that is Alicia by Vintage Little Lady. Very, very precious.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh man, she would be fun to
I
dress,
know,
right?
yeah.
I bet she.
Yeah, she is just so natural at the
she is
modeling, and I mean, she's
natural.
just so,
She
you know,
is
like
natural.
mine. It's like threatened her life, you know, to get her to do something when she was that age, and it's like she wasn't just a natural model.
So Regina and I were talking about people that are just like driving us crazy this week. One, let's tell you because I wonder what you think. One is one of the builders that made a bid on our house, and I mean we were almost gonna use him. We liked him a lot, and in the end, we chose somebody else. And so all along, he knew it's not a surprise because he said, "Are you having other people bid?" Well, like, are we idiots? Of course, we're having other people bid, right? I mean,
It would
you?
make no sense to say, okay, here's
Right.
here's my checkbook, build my house.
Yeah.
You know.
And so he knew all along, and but when we selected somebody else, oh my goodness.
He was a baby.
He was a baby. He was such a brat. And he's like, "Well, I'm going to have to charge you for my time then." And I'm like,
when it was supposed to be free to start with.
well, right. I mean, he did spend a lot of time, but everybody did. And so what do you guys think about that? That's pretty bad, right? So I'm thinking about him, and I wrote him a little note. I wasn't ugly, but I just told him that, you know, it'd be nice from now on when you deal with your clients to let them know in advance,
Up front.
if they don't pick you, that you're going to take your toys and go home, and you're going to charge them a whole lot of money. And I said, I bet he was a kid that was a really poor sport, and he threw his Candyland game on the floor if he was a loser.
He probably did.
I'm going home. I'm telling Mom.
Or his Legos that he couldn't get put together.
Yeah.
Fred said, "You want me to come take care of him?"
Yes.
Oh, Fred, we have a
yes.
lot you can take care of.
So, because he's a builder and some of my sons are involved in different aspects of building, I'm trying to be careful and not be really I'm just going to say it to y'all because, you know, I can say it to you because it's private here. Anyway, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna pay him because I don't want it to hurt my sons in any way in their aspects of building. But I decided I was gonna write. I'm gonna pay him over a long period of time. And I'm going to write PSP on every check. And maybe one day he'll say, well, what does that mean? Poor sport payment.
There you go.
So I'm going to do a poor sport payment. You poor sport. You big baby.
And that's how it is, folks.
And that's how it is today. Got it? Man. Well, I don't understand, because if you tell somebody you're not going to charge them, and then you come out afterwards and say, well, you didn't pick me. And he said, well, I thought all along you would pick me since I know your sons. It's like, what do they say about assuming?
Yeah. You don't want to go there.
No. Well, guess what?
And if he had assumed that, was he still going to charge you?
But now, guess what? I'm really thankful we didn't pick him, because he's not ethical.
That's right. He's not.
And so, thank you, God. Thank you. We dodged a bullet.
That's
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Says you are an accomplished businesswoman. He should know better. I think it's good you are not using him in the long run. I love the PSP payment.
I thought about it last night, and I thought, oh, I got to remember. I got to remember that. So anyway, let's see what else we have. We're on to other things. This is more of Michelle's handiwork. So cute.
These
They
are
coordinate,
cute
right?
kids. Yep.
So it's a boy and a girl, a brother and a sister. We've got Sail Away for the boy, and it's gingham, and it's just adorable.
And Sea Breeze for the girl.
Sea Breeze for the girl.
These are so cute.
Is there a pleated insert in these? Aha. So a pleated insert. There's floss too, right? For that plate. The plate's not in here probably, right? Because you might already have the plate, but the pleated insert is in here. And that makes me think of a girl that wrote to us, and she's interested in learning how to smock.
Mm-hmm.
And she asked, what's the best way to go about it? So we suggested Gail Doan's class. But if she doesn't want to spend money, she can go to Sarah Classic Sewing and watch Sarah do some smocking too, because she's got a YouTube channel.
And there's lots of smocking YouTube.
Lots
videos, to watch how to start it and stuff, and buy your pre-pleated insert.
Yeah, your and then, because she said, do I need to buy a pleater? Well, not to get started.
No, don't invest in one. I'm telling you now. No, if you are unless you're planning on doing a ton of it, don't buy one. Just order the pieces. The vice president of our smocking chapter has smocked for years and didn't know how to pleat a piece of fabric. Had a pleater, but she didn't know how because she never learned.
Really?
So she ordered all of her pieces from
different places
that that pre-pleated them.
Yeah.
So now she knows how, because we taught her how to do it.
Well,
No
pleaters,
excuse.
you don't have options anymore. Back when I was like 30 and learned how to smock, there were so many options. There were Amanda Jane, Sally Stanley, the Mary pleater. I mean, are you familiar with some of these?
Some of
Amanda
them.
Jane for sure, Sally Stanley. The Dr. Joe pleater, the Pullen pleater.
The Pullen pleater, that's what I have.
And so there were so many. But each of them require their own needle. They have like variations in the needle for the needle to fit in those grooves. And so the problem is when those companies go out of business,
right? Then you're stuck with a pleater and no needles.
You have a pleater with no needles.
Yeah. So if you're a beginner, truly just order a piece and practice your smocking until you get good enough at it, and then you really want to invest in it.
But there are a lot of YouTube. I mean, there are a lot of YouTube videos that they can Google, right?
You can find anything on YouTube anymore. Yeah. It doesn't matter what it is. You can find it and learn how to do it. I want to show something I pulled here.
Good.
Before we forget that I did this.
Oh, yes.
As I was walking through, looking in the trims, I found some trim that I thought was so pretty. Look at this one.
We got this at the same time we got that other little flat
This is
trim.
gorgeous, and it's so cute. And look how cute with these fabrics. Look at either one here.
And
this is a sailboat.
We don't have a lot of this one. This one.
You could do brother sister.
Limited. Yes, that's so sweet.
Since it's a sailboat, you could do that, and you could. I mean, you can make them like this, and and use this on the trim is so cute.
You
Yeah.
want to do a close up?
Sure, we can do that.
Yeah. This trim,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it has the fabric run through it instead of ribbon, and it's just so pretty.
Yeah, this is
So it caught my
Yeah.
eye, and I thought, you know, the 4th of July is coming up, so get it made now and you'll be all ready.
In fact, in our newsletter today, Emma put 2 really cute 4th of July fabrics in there, right? Wouldn't you consider them? They're red, white, and blue. They're pretty, and they've been actively moving today.
Yeah.
So
Well, this with the sailboats, if
I
you're a
love
beach
it. I
person and
love
you're going to
that.
the beach for the 4th of July and you want a really cute outfit, that's it.
you know, this would be cute for a little girl with a pair of shorts with this at the
Oh,
at
the
the
bloomer
bottom.
legs, yeah. Oh
with
my
just,
goodness.
with just the sailboat. I think that would be really sweet.
Really cute.
Or this could be a strap, and that could go
On the
over
shoulder.
the shoulder
Yep.
as a strap. Yeah.
It's so fun to start thinking all these things and ways to use this because then you want to sew.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
oh,
You know, did we cover everything? We had a question, and we talked about it in our newsletter
Oh, we
this
had
week
these
about
fabrics.
dye lots too. Oh yeah, this is, and had the most interesting responses from everybody about dye lots. See, somewhere I have a picture of one of my granddaughters in a dress out of this. It might be under
it is under
here.
there.
So this is a rayon fabric, and it feels so good.
Meg said, I think it would be dangerous and fun to wander through farmhouse fabrics.
This we have in different colorways. So here's a picture of one of my granddaughters, Madeline, and I made her a really simple dress out of this. So let's see. I'll go to the overhead on this. But this, do we have the other?
Oh,
Is there
yeah,
another
we got
color?
the other colors here.
This has got lots of more pink in it, and like pink and orchidy. Oh yeah, one has teal. Look. This it's got purple and turquoise. Oh man, this feels good. And then this is the one I made, Madeline. I think we call this one red, but you know it's not really red, but
No.
it had a little bit of a darker, and with
It's got some blue in it. And some
they almost
yellow
look like,
gold.
I mean, we might call them roses, but they almost look like peonies.
I
in
think they're
here.
peonies,
You think
and
they're
they
peonies?
yeah, with some hydrangea.
Yeah. This is sweet, people.
It's really pretty.
And the girls
Yeah.
so comfortable in these dresses with the softness.
And if you make yourself
Yeah.
nightgowns, it would be really pretty in a
It would be a
nightgown
nice
too.
nightgown, it would.
Mhm.
Yeah. We are getting in probably in maybe 5 days, something like that. We're getting in a huge truckload of Italian fabrics.
Oh boy.
And so my vendor called me like 25 times a day as he was unloading the truck. And he'd say, well, what about this? And I said, I don't want anything drab and dreary. That's what Christy's ready to kill me if I order anything in
After all that
gray
wool.
and brown and black. And I said, we're not New York City. We dress in colors down here. So,
And cool.
yeah, that's right. So anyway, we have some pretty pieces coming in, and he knows. I said, you know all the right words to say to me, because it would be like, this, I have not seen anything like this in a long, long time. I'm like, okay. And he said, and this is from Italy, you know, because I do love.
And then
things
it's
from Italy.
okay.
And I'm like, okay, what color is it? Well, I don't know about mustard, but let's go. You have anything pink? You know. Anyway, it's fun. So it'll be interesting to see what comes in. But he did say he has 8 boxes coming.
Oh boy, I
have room.
can't wait.
We have room. Wonder if
We'll
we
make
have room. Yeah, it'll be fun. We'll be showing those very, very soon.
It's always fun to look in those boxes.
Yeah, it is actually for me too, because I forget when I'm talking to him. I forget what we're getting. So Emma and I gathered some things together here. You weren't even born yet, 1988, were you?
No, I was not.
We,
This is
Yeah,
This is way before my time.
that's right. 1988 holiday, spring 1988, back to school 1994,
Yeah.
and summer 1988. So these are vintage magazines. They do not have the pattern insert, but they have really interesting designs and stuff. Some of them are kind of like terrible. Only because this is 2024 and that was great then.
I don't think we're gonna go out like that tomorrow.
What is it? No, but don't
Can be assured.
Yeah.
But there are some really pretty dresses. I was
But
like,
Here
ooh.
they can dress them up and make them.
Oh man.
Modernized.
No
Oh, I
kidding.
just saw one in there that was like, ooh, that would be really
Yeah.
pretty.
But they're going to be looking at 2024 down in like 20 years from now or 30 years from now saying, I can't believe they put that on themselves.
All those PDF
How awful is
patterns.
that?
Oh.
Yeah, and those big old sleeves. Why would they use those big old sleeves?
You know what's really
that's how it
funny is
goes.
when we look at pictures, we go back and look at pictures, and I just start laughing, you know, and making comments. Oh my goodness, she gets so mad.
Oh,
And it's like, you don't have to get mad, Mama. It's just funny, you know. And
did she feel like you're making fun of her?
yeah,
Oh, and are you?
no,
Oh,
no, I just think they're funny looking.
yeah.
You know, no, I wouldn't.
Everybody was wanting the clapper. The clapper. This is a nice wooden
Yeah, Fred,
clapper for
it's not the clapper you thought.
lights on, lights off.
I couldn't stop laughing about that all day
I
after I
know.
read that comment. Just like,
So, but you gave us such interesting dye lot struggles that you've had. It was fascinating to
it
me.
was. I was amazed.
I mean, I'm familiar with the textile ones, but floss, yarn, but somebody, bedroom curtains from Belk, and one of the curtains, different dye
Two
lot.
different colors.
Mhm. Lace, we all see laces, it comes in different. Even the white lace now from France, coming in more like a little bit off-white.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I think that they're not bleaching it like they used to. Okay, one girl had kitchen tiles. Her contractor was putting out the tiles in her kitchen, and he was like, these are two different shades.
Not
two
what
different
you
dye
want.
lots. So he rearranged everything so it looked like it was supposed to be that way. We have somebody that works in the flooring industry and said sheet vinyl and linoleum have dye lots. And if they're sending to a huge job like a hospital, they are very careful to make sure all the dye lots go like in one section of the hospital,
Mhm.
one dye lot to one section. And I never thought about that. Somebody had drapery trim and came in two different dye lots. Artificial flower swags. The leaves in one were a different green than the leaves in the other. Beads. Well, somebody ordered a onesie set, and they were knit with large strawberry print, and they couldn't even be worn together because the dye lots were so different.
I mean, you'd think that people that
Yeah.
look at it would know
Yeah.
that, you know.
So, lots and lots of different things. Thank you for your responses. It makes me happy
It
when
is,
you.
opens your eyes because
know.
I didn't know any of these either
Yeah.
until I read this list, and I was like, wow, even wallpaper.
Yeah, wallpaper, and our girl that's doing a tulip quilt had solid green for the stems, tulip stems and leaves, and ran out of the green, and can't find the same dye lot.
Mm.
You're gonna have to finish that quilt in some way. Maybe she should do
Yeah.
batik or something like that for the
Yeah,
rest
find a
of them.
boutique because they have all the colors in it. And
But yeah, so now we'll have a drawing and see who wins the clapper and the magazines and these little trims and things. So
really pretty trim. This little trim is so pretty.
when Carol Clapp gave her donation, we had this many. I thought Emma and I are not doing so well with it.
Now we're back to reality.
Yeah, we're back to reality. It's the haphazard crazy stuff. So, all right, let's see who wins.
Okay. Catherine Q. Jones. As a contractor,
Oh.
this is the one with the kitchen
Yeah.
tile. Yeah, he noticed a big variation in the color. So he moved it around like Sally said, and
How about that?
Put it
Catherine
down, yeah.
Jones. Catherine Jones, our winner
Congratulations,
today.
Catherine.
Thank you. Thanks for joining Regina and me. And come sew with Regina. Come sew with me is
Yeah.
Regina. And
Happy Mother's Day weekend
Yes,
to all the
and
ladies.
contact Regina about her friends.
If you are interested in little magnets, sewing
yeah.
magnets,
Yeah.
just send me a message.
Thank you.
Thanks.